Oh, men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, play. Say what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with the play. Nah. If you gon' do it, then do it. Don't play with it, play. Exactly. Yeah. You ain't built like that.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Arizona Cardinals and the Chicago Bears. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here's the option. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
And it's third down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brought down by...
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
You can't block me. You can't.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Dancing to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Robert Quinn drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Bears take over.
44-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now Jackson on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On second down, Jacobs. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. From the gun, Jackson. Able to find Harris, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They go play action now. Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time.
1-yard line.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears will extend their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Rolling to his right. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Number 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a carry for Jacobs. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
By the Cardinals.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
$13 yards remaining on second down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 43-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Play action. It's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Yeah, here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Cards will take over first and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you, you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now it's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 18-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
St. Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Room here to run. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's 21-3.
Kick is good. Makes the score Bears 21, Cardinals 3.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The 20. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10.
complete.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's their quarterback. Scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders, and that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
7-yard line.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Fancy footwork in midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. They run it with Jacobs. Past the 20. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 5. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. Here's Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Second and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Josh Jacobs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as the Bears push further out in front. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw here. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Eddie Pinheiro lining up.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Bears 35, Cardinals 10.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because...
And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it, They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 52.
On second down, it's Jacobs, and he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Wrap on 80. Watch the screen. Check 50, check 50.
Off play action, Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Spot.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Big chain, name, I like your respect. Give them more than when I get expected at the back. In fact, I sat down with my accountant and said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is we made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Jacobs now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Steps away to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Brings up
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Just like that.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First down, Arizona.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Watch the boot, watch the boot. Check, 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 check. You gonna take it.
Here's Jacobs. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Going for the deep ball. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in? Or are you just hopeful, and you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called?
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go, Shaq. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cougar 19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Bears 35, Cardinals 17. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On first down, Jacobs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at
no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's 2nd down.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Jacobs, the ball.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.